Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your July tarot reading. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to start with the beginning of the month, then we're going to move on to the middle and the end. And make sure you stick around to the very end of the reading, and that's when I give you advice about how to approach this month, and that can be really helpful. If you guys would like for me to pray for you, send you my good energy, say hi in the comment section so I can see you. If you're shy like myself, no pressure, send an emoji, something, so that I know what to focus on. And then I encourage everybody else to join in too. This is a safe place. I seal that with my word and my intention. All right, you guys, we're only going to take the cards that fly out on their own. That's how it works here at Wild Pearl. Beginning of the month of July, what do my Geminis need to know? So, you're going to definitely be in your independence. There might be a group of people, either co-workers, it could be family, it could be friends, but you may be taking a step away from them. It doesn't necessarily mean that you hate them or that you're never going to come back, but you're going to be very aware of the direction that you want to go in, specifically that they don't even agree with. You'd have no problem embracing your own independence in this situation and being like, you do you. You know, I hate that saying, you know, I'm talking about. So, because you don't want to, you're like, screw this. I'm not going to try to fit in. I'm not going to compromise here. I won't like myself. And liking yourself is very important these days. So you are going to be recognizing that how self-sufficient you are. You're going to be embracing the fact that you are financially totally capable, that you are also capable of making yourself happy and having a good time. So you're going to be in that space. We're going to unpack that further with this other deck. Excuse the background noise. I have kittens and they are really cute, but they're kind of noisy, especially when they eat. So beginning of the month for our Geminis, unpacking this energy. What do they need to know? Flipping but not flying. We've got the Sun card. That's beautiful. Always a good sign. Six of Pentacles. This is about reciprocity. And you're not going to compromise if this group of people is not appreciating you, okay? I feel the Strength card has not come out, but I feel very strong in my body when I place myself in your energy, all right? And of course, take this as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. All right, for our Geminis, anything else they need to know about at the beginning? I said the Strength card hasn't come out yet. Here it is. Very strong in my body about this. And the Justice card. Oh, boo. Yeah. My sweet boos. Yeah, like you're unwavering, you're non-compromising, you're going to be in your strength, like I said, and your strength in this case is your independence, and you lead by example. And somehow, now I know you've seen this example in your life, and I know you've been the example as well. When somebody just doesn't give a shit and they just do their own thing, other people have a tendency to follow, to be inspired, and to be influenced. Now, that's not why you're going to be doing this. It's just because you're following the beat of your own drum in the face of maybe peer pressure. But you're making a stand, taking a stand, excuse me. Anyway, very authentic. I love it. Now for the middle of the month, for our Geminis, the Empress. Very abundant, growing something, nurturing something. This does have a very fertile energy that can be literal for some of you guys, getting pregnant, but it's really figurative, and it's like growing something from a very early start, seeing, wow, this can grow to be something else, to be quite abundant if I just give it the proper fuel and I take my time with it. All right, anything else about that middle of the month? If this is growing a business, if it's growing a relationship, growing an idea, tell us more. For our Geminis, what is this Empress energy about? One sec, I'm going to go regulate on my cat. Can you be mad at this? All right, so yeah, you are... I feel like you're strengthening your sense of confidence around conflict, funny enough. I love to talk about Geminis in this, like they, about their ability to debate on both ends. I was talking about this last month and somebody commented like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just tell me which side to debate for. And I'm there. And I'm a Gemini rising and I get a kick out of it. But here's the thing is Geminis actually don't usually feel good in conflict. Debating is another thing because it's interesting. It sparks their intellectual side, their cerebral side, and they love it. It's like a puzzle. But it's a very different thing to actually fight or to actually have conflict. And so there might be something that feels clashy in the middle of the month, but don't worry because you got this. It's giving you maybe a little bit of anxiety, but that's where we're going to get some advice at the end of the reading that's going to be really helpful because it's about the Empress energy, that growing something. And this is growing the ability to, this is harnessing the ability to grow something and to expand and to grow your abundance in something in the face of, what's the word I'm looking for, you guys? Adversity, all right? This is growing your money independently. This is taking good care of something, even if it causes conflict outside of you. It's you prioritizing what you want to nurture. Very fascinating. The Tower flies out. So you're going to have huge insight. You're going to be gaining huge insight. This is flying out in reverse. You might be building new truths in this month. And it starts right away in the beginning of the month. And you're not alone because we have that 3 of Cups coming out. Others are helping you gain perspective and build truth. And you're going to be safe and strong in your own perspective of this, in your own evaluation. All right. Fresh deck for the last of the month. Geminis, end of July, what do they need to know? We've got the King of Wands in reverse. All right. We've got the 9 of Swords. A little bit more insight on this. End of the month for our Geminis. Yeah. So the more you embrace your independence, the more prepared you are throughout the entire month to take a stand, to nurture what you want to nurture, even in the face of conflict. And guess what? When we're doing something really, when we're doing something right, it's usually pissing people off. I want to say that again. When we're doing something right, it's usually pissing people off. This is going to be a big month for you. This is going to be a big month to listen to your intuition. And she agrees. Something at the end of the month is going to be revealed. And it might have something to do with, this King of Wands in reverse. It's because there's a transformation taking place. The Temperance card talks about balance. There is somebody in your midst who may not share the same vision. It might surprise you at the very end of the month. When this happens, you may be getting some anxiety. But know this, that it's all about, right in the center here, the Empress. It's all about you choosing to build what you build. In the face of adversity, you can do it on your own. You don't need this King of Wands and their vision. You know, you don't need, they can be really helpful. They can have the ability to give you more confidence and more spark, and they can feed your that fire when they agree with you, when they see your vision, and they can build on that vision because they're great visualizers. But do you need this person? Fuck no, you don't. Excuse my language. But this whole process is so important because it's about rebalancing the scales. It's about, you know, the Justice card hasn't flown out here, but this is temperance, it's alchemy, it's transformation, and it's like a really important chapter of your life in order to make this important transformation, in order to grow this thing, this seedling, whether it's a child or whether it's an idea, a dream, a goal, anything else. Yeah, something's got to come to the end. It's reached the end of the road, whether you like it or not. And words might be exchanged, truth might be exchanged about this individual or with this individual, but you're standing up for what you believe. So let's get some clarity. Let's get some advice. We're going to start for the beginning of the month. We're going to start with that. All right, beginning of the month for my Gemini's advice. Be ruthless in your truth. We got the air energy coming out as King of Swords. That's air signs in reverse. Page of Swords. Oh, let's keep going. This is truth, communication. Woo. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords, babes. You can be ruthless with your truth. Don't be mean. I'm not encouraging that. Don't be cruel, but be real. And this is about something to do with this group of people. Like I said, could be coworkers, could be family, could be friends. You're taking a step away from them, gaining perspective, embracing your own independence. Something has to do here with a cycle pattern. And it's not one that's serving you. It's like the sense that you're chained to something. And advice from Tarot is saying, if you take your emotion out of the situation, which actually, Gemini, you can be good at. You can look at things kind of informationally, if that makes sense. Take a look at maybe the things that have been said and to analyze. It's a time of analyzing things and clarity, communication, realness, no illusion. And it's going to allow you to see this pattern, this cycle, this imaginary bondage to this. And then you can break it. But only can we break the patterns when we can see them. So the beginning of the month is all about seeing that and standing aside from the group, away from the peer pressure. Allow yourself to do that. You don't have to let people come back in either. You don't have to let these things repeat. You're breaking that cycle, getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They might want to cycle back again, and you're ready to break it. So that brings us into the middle of the month, advice for middle of the month. Growing this thing, nurturing something even in the face of adversity, becoming untethered from old beliefs. We have the sun and we have the world. This is closing. That makes me so happy. This is allow yourself to close this chapter. The sun is shining on you. And guess what? With the world comes a brand new chapter, a brand new start. Let yourself close that book. All right? Because there's another one waiting for you to write. Okay? You're going to be writing your own book. You're going to be writing your own story here. And you're going to see that clearly. You've got beautiful things coming towards you. But it's almost like you have to, this whole month is so important because you're breaking through the discomfort of true conflict. Debating, you're all over it. It's like a trivia night for you. You're like, oh, which side should I debate? This is fun. This is different. This is conflict, adversity, maybe other people disagreeing with you, and you're going to be in your power. End of the month. This might be a relationship that you need to put an end to. This might be somebody who you thought was on your side of things and it's becoming evident that they're not. We have fresh, beautiful 10 of Pentacles, happiness, a fresh passion ignited. This could be creative. This could be or this could be a relationship. It's like it immediately happens on the heels of ending this one is this brand new relationship. You might be having to juggle things, but wow, everything is building up to the end of the month. This is really cool. Tell me more. The Wheel of Fortune and the Devil. Okay, this looks like somebody coming back around. Wow, this feels like for some of you guys, somebody coming back around that you do have history with, but it's a whole different story this time because you broke through this pattern. Somehow you broke through, you know, we got these at the very beginning of the month and you were like, I'm fine on my own. And here we've got like this fresh offer, this new love offer or relationship, this possibility, a spark of possibility in a relationship leading to very big happiness, possible happiness here. You might be a little confused, like prioritizing. How do you want to prioritize your energy? A little part of you might want to give them your energy, see if it builds, but you also have built all of this on your own. And so there might be some conflict. Now you're kind of well trained. Now you're ready for it. You're like, oh no, I have no problem with this feeling. I've been working through this feeling. I'm good at it now. And so this is breaking. This is a pattern though. This is somebody wanting to come back in. And it does feel like saying, hey, it's different now. So that's your advice. I feel this way strongly. For some of you guys, this is somebody you have to put your foot down with. They're imbalanced. They're manipulative. They can be showy, egotistical. They can be narcissistic. Okay, they're imbalanced. You are getting a lot of anxiety at the notion of this, but you're like, things are being revealed. Things are coming to light. You have some fear around this, but you are heading right into it. You got to stand your ground. 5 of Wands. You got to face that conflict. You got to say no. You got to say goodbye. And it's got to come to a dreary end. It's got to come to a bit. It's always, what is it? It's darkest before the dawn. And that is this. Look at that dark sky and the sun is starting to come up. So it's all about transformation. With you putting your foot down, keep in mind, it's in their nature to come back and say, oh, everything's good now. Now you might have a hard time telling whether or not they're telling the truth. Is it really different because you finally you put your foot down and put them in their place and you were the one that said no and goodbye? And have they changed? Or is this part of the cycle? Well, Tarot is saying there is a cycle here. There is this cycle. Anything else about this? The moon again. It's hidden. So you guys, it feels really strongly like this individual is not serving you. There's a nasty cycle attached to it. They're going to want to come back around. And if it's not them, it's going to be like another energy that wants to come back around. And it might, if you don't break this cycle and the pattern itself, anybody can attach themselves to it. Anybody can sit in the role of the individual that you're going back around in the washing machine with. It's the spin cycle itself that you are going to be nipping in the frickin' butt this month. Using all those swords. Using your brilliance, your cognitive abilities to work through it, analyze it. Remove the emotion, the obligatory emotion away. And go towards analyzing it in communication. All right, you guys. I love you and I will talk to you soon. Say hi in the comments section. I'll send my good wishes. Take good care. And like and subscribe.